What is up guys, it's your boy Revin here today with another deck, and today is gonna be a funny Mimi deck, but another post-rotation deck. So first things first, I have to say sorry for not uploading a video yesterday, but as you might know or not know, because I said it on Twitter and on our Discord, basically my PC just broke down, like the whole Windows just collapsed, so I had to reinstall the whole Windows, reinstall all the apps, everything, and it just took forever to do. So yeah, there are gonna be two decks today. Alright, okay, alright. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want those decks, because today we're gonna try to do like one noise deck and one Mimi, and this is one Mimi deck, Dustox. This is the deck that was submitted to me by one of the viewers, and I played with it, I toyed with it, and it really is fun deck to play if you want to know your opponents. One of those like shit ninja type of decks that is quite annoying. But why Dustox? Well, what we want to do is use the Hazardous Evolution ability almost every single turn. Why this ability? Great question to me. I'm gonna answer that now. So when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve, right, you're not only paralyzing your opponent's Pokemon, but you also poison it, and 3 damage counters on that Pokemon. So like poison deals 3 damage counters. So this is almost poison-ish like, which is quite nice and quite interesting idea. Of course, we got the Devolution Spray, we got all of that help us devolve the Dustox and play stuff again from our hand. But let's just go card by card, and I'm gonna tell you what is inside. So the whole deck is down there. So down there below, you can just get it, you can just copy and paste and play in your PTCGO. So let's start with Ditto, right? We got one Ditto and we got one Celebi, and Celebi here is really crucial, because when you start paralyzing your opponent, you want to play that Celebi, right? You want to be playing the Time Distortion, because Time Distortion helps you basically devolve without using Super Scoop Ups or Devolution Spray Z. The only problem that I have with this deck and that Celebi is that this is a Prism card, so if he dies, well, your idea kind of dies with him, right? He gets knocked out. So you really want to count the damage that the poison is dealing in between turns, so the Celebi is not gonna get knocked out. Of course, right now we're facing the current version of Standard, so we're facing Guzmas, Acerolas. Post-rotation, this might be even better because those are rotating out, and this is a post-rotation version of that deck. Alright, so one Celebi Prism. Then we have a line of 3/3 Treecko Grovyle. Why we have Grovyle? Because we want to search for all the pieces that we need, right? So having one Grovyle is basically crucial to this operation. Then we have a line of 4/4/3 actually. If you want, you can add more of the Dustox. I only had 3 though, like that's my problem. I only had 3. If you want to add the 4th one, you can. Why not? I see that happening. With 3 now, it works perfectly fine, so that's okay. Then we have one Chinchou and one Lanturn, of course, for salvage, right? So we're shuffling back the cards from the discard pile. So if something gonna get discarded, because again, there's no rescue stretcher, so if something gets knocked out, Lanturn brings them back to your deck. And of course one Jirachi for the Stellar Wish for the consistency. And then let's go to trainer cards. We have 36 trainer cards, and they are playset of the Devolution Spray Z, as I said, right? Fantastic card for this deck. Then we have a playset of Nest Balls, 3 Pokégears 3.0, 4 Pokémon Communications, but only 2 Rare Candies, then 4 Super Scoop Ups, because we want to bring of course, I might say, well, Raven, but Super Scoop Up, it's rotating out? No, it's not, because we got Super Scoop Up in Celestial Storm, so it is not rotating out. That's worth pointing, right? Because I made that mistake like a month ago when I talked about rotation, because I focused on this card only, but I forgot that we had this version of a card in Celestial Storm. So Super Scoop Up still in the standard format, even post-rotation, right? Then we have 2 switches, 2 Lysandre Labs, 1 Brock's Grid, 4 Cynthia's, 1 Erika Speciality, 1 Faba, 3 Lillies, 1 Escape Board, and 2 energies. Yes, you've seen it right, like 2 energies. That's all you need with this deck. It's super annoying, it's super fun, and you have it down there below, so you can actually check it out right now, copy and paste it, or just watch me play those games. Do you want to go first or you want to go second? You really want to go first, right? Because you're the one. Of course, I had to, download the whole PCGO again, so that's why we've seen the theme decks. So you want to go first because you want to be the one that evolves first, right? Which is quite interesting idea. Okay, we're facing Reshizard. Of course, this is a deck that is more to be, funny, annoying. It's Shedinja-like, as I said. It's, as of right now, I don't see, the tier 1 potential. But for the low tier leagues, I would love to bring it, right? Like I would love to to see this perform at that level. Okay, so we got a Chinchou. Yeah, that's not the best start in the world, but we have a Thunder Wave, so we can paralyze our opponent's Pokemon. So yeah, I can take that. I can take Chinchou. Why not? Of course, we're gonna use Pokemon Communication. Why I'm gonna use Pokemon Communication? Oh, well. Not anymore. So I want to go for a Treecko with Pokemon Communication, but that is not something I need to do anymore. So Netball I should say, and we're gonna go for a Wurmple. So I don't really need Erika's Hospitality right now. We're okay the way we are, and yeah, energy on the Chinchou, so I kind of know that he's going to play Reshizard and he's going to have a ton of energy on the Reshizard in the coming turn. That's not pretty, let's be honest, that's not a pretty side. So I kind of have to count on, slowing him down with the Chinchou, paralyzing him for 1 or 2 turns and then literally just going for it. But the fact that he has to use okay, never mind. There is going to be Kiawe. Okay, so he passes the turn, uses Kiawe on the Reshizard, so this means that he has a way to retreat Volcanion, which is, well, annoying to say the least. Don't show it again. Yeah, like when you re-download the PCGO, it does that. So let me think. Let's play Celebi, and yeah, I have to use Erika's Hospitality. Okay, so what I'm going to search for is going to be Cascoon, of course. There we go. So my hand is almost ready, right? Like we're almost ready. Let's use the Thunder Wave. Ooh, and it hits, the Thunder Wave hits. Don't show it again. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so every single effect is gonna show. I'm so sorry for that, but Samson Oak. So no Guzma. That's quite interesting and intriguing, in my opinion. Okay, so it's gonna be a Sunshine Grace for another Grovyle, right? So we're gonna have another Grovyle. And now I can kind of start what I want to do and start devolving, but I'm still kind of scared of that Reshizard over there. So let's use a Netball. Let's get a Wurmple. There we go. And again, I know that I am missing the energy for Celebi. So you know what, yeah, we're gonna play Cynthia because I want to get rid of that Reshizard over there more than anything else. Ooh, okay. That's gonna be nice. Next turn we got a Rare Candy. So we're not missing a beat. That's great. I love that. I love that idea. And okay, Lysandre's Lab. Thunder. Oh, did not hit. So why I did not, use Dustox right now? I'm kind of convinced that, you know, we might see, well, not well, but Reshizard being up front. And that he's gonna retreat Volcanion, because I think, you know, he's gonna be that cocky. So I don't really want to show him what I have in mind, right? But okay, he doesn't care. He does not care about that at all. Alright, so Celebi. So we're gonna use the stocks. Yes. Don't show again. Cocoon. So 1 Dustox is priced. So now it's not a bad moment to use a Pokégear, I would say. Actually, you know, the Devolution Spray is also not bad, because it's gonna shuffle him back to the deck. That's it, that's all I need. Pokégear 3.0, and hopefully we're gonna get a nice supporter. There is Cynthia, fantastic. So that's gonna be our supporter for the turn, right? Hopefully energy will come, but only now with 2 energies. But there we go, we got a netball, so this means I can I can be annoying and I can start attacking. But also what this means is that I will be able to devolve with attacks whatever I want right now. So that's Leech Seed, and that's 50 damage. So what I have to do right now is basically count for my next turn, right? Because, you know, when he's gonna play Reshizard, it's gonna be super hard to pull this off if he's gonna get rid of Celebi. Okay, so he's going for a switch. There is going to be a switch. Yeah, it has to be, come on. Oh, okay, he went for Olivia, not a switch. Maybe he has it in hand, maybe no, he does not care about that. Alright, Energy Spinner. Okay, so what I'm gonna do... I really have to think what I'm gonna do. Like, definitely now we're playing Cascoon, right? Yes. And you know what? I'm gonna do nothing. I'm just gonna devolve. Of course, play Lillie first. I mean, I can go for another Wurmple, just in case. But yeah, I'm not gonna attack. I'm just gonna devolve, because this will give him 110 damage. Then coming back to me, he's gonna get knocked out, which is what I want. So Time Distortion, devolve, pass the turn. So that's 110, right? That's 110 damage. And coming back to me, he is gonna get devolved. Knocked out, right? So this will mean that Reshizard is gonna come front. We're still gonna have Celebi, and it's gonna be perfect. Now, of course, I played Escape Board, forgetting that there's a Lysandre Lab on the board. That's just me, right? That's Raven at its finest, misplaying over there. But hey, it's okay. It's okay. Right. I'm still in shock that it works as good as I thought it's gonna work. So Guzma, alright. So Guzma and Grovyle. It works for me, right? Like, it does work for me, because it's gonna knock out Grovyle. Sure, you can knock out Grovyle, but I still have my Celebi, I still have my Dustox, and I'm still gonna put a poison counters, and I'm still gonna try to knock you out. Of course, you know, this is a deck for people that love long games. Let's be honest, this is... Like, if someone plays this IRL, like, you know you're gonna only play game 1. Like, there's no way of game 2 IRL for that deck. Literally, I don't see it. I can't, you know, I can't see it. Like, there's, you know, a game 2 with this deck. No freaking way for someone. Honestly. And there's my Twitch. Don't forget to check it out. Hello, my opponent. Oh, finally. Okay, so yeah, of course we're playing Celebi. So, there we go. Cascoon. Dustox. Yep. And I'm gonna prepare another... Well, I can't prepare another Grovyle, but there is in a Brock's Grid somewhere, so I will be able to get it. Maybe I'm gonna knock out Reshizard, who knows? Like, we are hard hitting here. Of course, time distortion. Like, no, like, I can't overdo it, right? Like, I really can't overdo it. I can't, you know, get rid of my own engine, let's be honest here. So, yeah. More paralyzing. Polarizing, like paralyzing on Reshizard. And actually, no, that's a nice matchup here. It's really good to see how the deck performs against Reshizard. And that's a current version of Reshizard, right, with Guzmas and everything, and... Well... I'm curious, I'm really curious, because we're dealing in a solid damage. Each turn, we're paralyzing, right, like we're doing... Like, our game plan is working, right, like, you know, we're doing exactly what we want to do. So it's 60 damage each turn, and time distortion, like... There is time when you use Leaf Seed, and there's time where you should not do that, and that's one of the times, because I know if Celebi is gonna get knocked out, we don't have the engine, right? Like, there's no other card like that in the standard format. So I think, you know, he's going for a switch. Like, he has to go for something like a switch at this point, if he has it in its deck, and I think he has a switch, which will mean literally that Celebi is gonna get knocked out. And the problem of Celebi is that he's a prison card, so once he gets knocked out, it's done, like, it's finished. You can't do anything here, right? So... More time distortion. Get back to my hand. Pass the turn. Well, there might be there are still mixed herbs, there are still max potions, there are still a ton of stuff, but I don't think he's gonna risk max potion. But there's a Guzma. Okay, so he's going with a Guzma. On the Cascoon. Again, I'm fine with that. But now I have a little bit of a different problem. Because I have to play Treecko front. That's why, you know, that's why we prepared earlier for something like that, because he's gonna get knocked out. Like, Volcano's gonna get knocked out as I'm passing the turn, so I don't want to lose my Celebi, right? So that's done. There goes the knockout. And there goes Grovyle, and of course we don't okay, there's still Ditto in the deck though. There's still Ditto, so right now I think, yeah, he can knock us out with the Reshizard. He knows I'm gonna play Celebi, or maybe he's gonna play, you know, another switch, right? Like, there are ways for him to pull this off. So I have to be really, really careful. Of course, 17 cards to 18. A long game. Outrage. Bam. Weakness works. But Celebi comes back. So I need to build another Wurmple. Dustox. Yes. And now I think it's going to be a really good time to actually play a Super Scoop Up. And it works. Alright, so we're going to Super Scoop Up this guy. Over here. And time distortion. Like, if we're gonna win against Reshizard, I'm gonna laugh so hard. Like, you have no idea. Like, it's 180 damage that we've dealt already. And... okay, that's an energy spinner. One, I believe two, right? Okay, so two Guzmas. So now the question is, do I want to attack with the Leech Seed next turn? Okay, we got the Devolution Spray. And honestly, it will be what, like 2, 4, no, it's 10, not enough. Okay, so it's not enough damage here, so wait, first things first, do we have the evolution? No. So let's use the time distortion again. There we go. So coming back we're gonna knock out Reshizard. Imagine this for a second, right? Like, that's quite funny. At least, you know, it's super funny to me. Of course, you know, he can't play a supporter here, and he played only 1 Fire Crystal, right? Yeah, only 1 Fire Crystal being played. Let's use this. Okay, stacked view. Oh my. And there goes Reshizard. I mean, oh my god. There goes Reshizard. You gotta be joking, right? Like, of course, you know, in... Yeah, there we go. Of course, in the prize game, like, you know, we... I have no words. I honestly don't have words to say. Right. So there goes poison. Yeah, time distortion. And of course, you know, we both can play supporters, so, you know, our deck will get bigger when we're gonna go to, like, you know, 1 card left in the deck. Because me and him, like, we're not playing almost anything from our hands. Like, his hand, 90% of his hand is energy. I have no doubts about that. 90% of his hand, energy. That's it, that's all. So, yeah, let's paralyze him. So coming back, he is going to time a distortion, so he's gonna get knocked out coming back to us, right? So coming back to us, he's gonna get knocked out. Oh boy. But of course, because we are weakness, it's still, you know, it's still really hard to pull off. Like, it's still, you know... And we just beat Reshizard, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we just beat Reshizard. We just beat Reshizard with this deck. Like, I'm gonna let you think about that. We just beat Reshizard with that deck. So the deck list is down there below, you can check it out yourself, because oh my, I think it's it's hilarious. It honestly is. It's hilarious and it's fun. It's fun to play. So guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to check out that deck, and also don't forget that down below you have a 5% discount on any code you would purchase on Professor Oak, and it does support this channel as well. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe and watch other videos. Thank you so much. Mwah. Raven loves you. Bye. Oh boy, we beat Reshizard.